Have you ever heard the phrase, "It's not what you say, it's how you say it"? This is a common saying that highlights the importance of tone in communication. Tone refers to the attitude, emotion, or intention behind the words we use. Let's look at an example. If someone spills a drink on their friend's shirt, the friend may say,
"Oh, you're going to regret this,"
in a playful tone. On the other hand, if someone is about to do something dangerous or harmful, like walk in the dead of night, their friend may say, "You're going to regret this," in a serious tone to warn them of the potential consequences. While the statement is the same, the tone is different, and the context of the situation determines which tone is appropriate. To recognize tone in communication, it's important to pay attention to various cues. Vocal inflection, pitch, volume, and even body language can provide clues about the intended tone. Additionally, considering the context of the situation and the relationship between the speakers can help in interpreting the tone accurately. Here's another example. You walk into a room where your friend is reading a letter and suddenly they chuckle. Without even reading the words, you can guess the letter's tone. Why? Because their expressions denote happiness. Being able to distinguish if your friend is happy or sad is the same way writers use words and phrases to set the tone of their work, and our job is to identify them. The writer's tone could be sarcastic, formal, informal, playful, or even harsh. Let's dive into some examples of tone. Oh great, another flat tire. This tone is sarcastic because clearly a flat tire isn't great. The speaker is expressing frustration through sarcasm. Here's another example. In a text where the writer uses this phrase, "Ladies and gentlemen, I am here to discuss the annual financial report." It implies that it is a formal introduction used in business or professional contexts to address a group and discuss serious matters. What about when a speaker says, "Hey guys, how's it hanging? Ready for the weekend?" You can tell that the tone is friendly and informal, as the speaker must be speaking to people they are familiar with. Now here's a challenge. I'll read a short text and you will identify the tone. Remember, words and phrases are your clues. The sun set, casting a golden hue across the town. Birds chirped their final songs of the day, and the wind whispered tales of old. Ponder on it. What's the tone? Write down words or phrases that support your answer. Now, if you thought the tone was peaceful or nostalgic, you're on the right track. The words golden hue, chirped, and whispered tales give it away. You may wonder, how exactly do I recognize tone in text? Pay attention to the writer's diction or word choice. For instance, describing a house as crumbling versus quaint can shift the tone from negative to positive. Next is the sentence structure. Short, choppy sentences can convey urgency or tension, while longer, more complex sentences might give off a formal or contemplative tone. Other things to pay attention to include the context, as earlier mentioned, the author's purpose, punctuation, dialogue, and very importantly, your gut. Often, your emotional reaction to a text is a good indicator of its tone. If a text makes you feel anxious, the tone might be tense. If it makes you laugh, the tone is likely humorous. Now, for a hands-on activity, I want you to write a response to this prompt. Your favorite season. However, use a persuasive tone. Convince me why it's the best. If you follow all the steps learnt, I'm sure you'll have a flawless finish. Remember, whether you're writing, reading, or just trying to understand a message, recognizing tone adds depth and meaning to any text. And the key to recognizing the tone in a text is quite simple. Pay attention. See you soon.